Every album I'm working on is always my favorite one. I feel like I'd like to think I'm getting better. I just like to make something different every album.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I want to just try to make a bigger album now
Where's Goji? There he is.
and just really try to explore more music, but with a bigger sound. Not just sonically, not just like reverb or anything, but conceptually. Playing music by ear is easy for me. I don't know. Started piano when I was 8. It was from my first piano recital I did. I played the entertainer. And I played it without sheet music. And everyone was like, "Oh wow!" But really, that was way easier to just hear it and play it rather than reading it. You know, I didn't really get teased a lot. I got called like, "Oh yo, this dude looks like Pharrell." I got that like every day. I knew that I wanted to do music for sure as a profession, like ever since I was like 15 maybe. And so I asked my parents for a 4-track. You see my nerd glass, my plastic frame glasses on there, and then my pube stash. I was 15 when I came up with Toro Y Moi. I just was trying to, really I was just writing stuff down in my notebook, like what looks cool. I didn't even think about saying it, because saying it now is really hard. I'm like, God, why did I pick that name? Toro Y Moi, it's really hard to say. I shouldn't have picked that. I remember the first time I wrote a song that I was happy with was this one song about how I got an F on my report card. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I got an F. Like, am I a failure? And so I really got like beat up about it. And I wrote a song about it. It's broken. It's okay. I graduated. I made a resume. I applied to all these graphic design jobs. And then I gave my music out to blogs. Car Park hit me up and was like, do you have enough to make a record? And so I said no. I was working at a bagel shop. And so I had to just like go home and work on the album after the bagel shop. And with Toro, I was always just writing like a journal in these songs. But I think it took just some growing, really, to just sort of figure out what makes a good song. And so I was just like, just write about your everyday experience and someone will relate to it. We're in an era of music where it's equivalent to like the 80s, where everything is electronic. I'm kind of like rebelling against it. And like my 15-year-old self is trying to pick up a guitar again. Another goal of the record is to actually have parts that are thought out and that stand out and that are memorable. Hearing like a little bit of feedback right before something happens, drum fills and guitar licks. In my past albums, I never really focused on the songwriting. I always sort of focused on the production of stuff. And so with this album, I really try to, sit down at the piano, write the song first, find out where the melody's gonna sit, and then build around that. I hit this one chord and I was like, that's very like classical sounding, like very classical music. It's about my brother. He's a narcoleptic. And then this part is just where the song just like opens up for sure. And just like. Hey, dude. So yeah, you want to just come over? Yeah, I have a drum kit over here if you want to bring like maybe an extra snare that you might like. Multitasking. This part right here is where it starts to be full band, and then like a the mistakes with home recording is just common things like over compressing or clipping. Really, a studio is pretty much the same exact thing that I have right here. There's no difference. What makes a studio sound good is just the person who's running it. I love drawing. I never was really good at like the fine art style. I just sort of admired like the more cartoonish. It's on sale for $500. Like why I try to make it look real. I tend to draw mostly on tour or in a plane or in a car. What I like about drawing is that how it has a sense of humor. You can just make someone laugh by drawing something funny. I don't know if it's cliche or anything, you know, moving out to California and making rock music, but I think that this album's like a product of my environment. You feeling me or the yoga chicks? You feeling Michael or the yoga chicks? That was a low one.
Hey, check out this, man.
What are you doing?
You got face painted.
tight.
Let's go outside to the green. We've got all we want. There's no place to go. There's only one. There's only one. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. I'd only go if we got in for free. Counted the rows, I hope you're right by me. You shut your eyes while I look at the sky. Then you ask how long was the flight.
So whether it be I'm designing a piece of merch, I'm writing a song or producing a song or creating a record cover, I always try to keep in mind the elements of simplicity and timelessness.
Michael!
If you want something that'll be relatable, it has to be simple. You see like architecture and stuff that's crazy and intricate, and that's just a little too complicated for everyone to sort of just connect with, you know? I know that everything I create I know that everything I create that's wrong. I know that maybe everything might not I know that everything I sort of
It's too thick.
we're gonna have to go on this path. Ouch. Let me start over. Cause this is gotta be a good closer. Well, not everything I make is gonna be as timeless and classic, but as long as you strive for that, you should end up in a good place.